the supreme curriculum. The rhythm from this drum resembling rapid fire. I'm the live wire, slash sire, admire my satire. This would happen when you combat fire with gasoline. Bitches coming at 115, contact made is obscene. That's potential to monopolize the scene. The mainstream at a high rate. I can see them now, they irate. Flatline, once transgressing enemy lines. Nowadays it's propaganda, no depth in the lines. Shallow, I cannonball in a deep end with mine. Next is the front flip twist. All judges give me nines. Plus one, I trust none. All I hear is conundrums. Picture not seeing a noble, but still hearing them coming. That's a diplomatic approach. Effective, uncoached. When encroached, aim for throats or force the tides of the coast. Different from most. A sword control my design. Eat at your mind like injected swine. These words is divine. I'm in my prime. While elevating my prime makes y'all do squares like looking down at landscape.
Niggas can't fuck with us.
The supreme curriculum. The rhythm from this drum resembling rapid fire. I'm the live wire, slash sire, admire my satire. This would happen when you combat fire with gasoline. Bitches coming at 115, contact made is obscene. That's potential to monopolize the scene. The mainstream at a high rate. I can see them now, they irate. Flatline, once transgressing enemy lines. Nowadays it's propaganda, no depth in the lines. Shallow, I cannonball in a deep end with mine. Next is the front flip twist. All judges give me nines. Plus one, I trust none. All I hear is conundrums. Picture not seeing a noble, but still hearing them coming. That's a diplomatic approach. Effective, uncoached. When encroached, aim for throats or force the tides of the coast. Different from most. A sword control my design. Eat at your mind like injected swine. These words is divine. I'm in my prime. While elevating my prime makes y'all do squares like looking down at landscape.
Niggas can't fuck with us, it's more than us. Coming from Los Angeles, Morocco to us. If you wanna bust with us, prepare to bust. Spitting with us is dangerous.
Niggas can't fuck with us, more than us. Coming from Los Angeles, Morocco to us. If you wanna bust with us, prepare to bust. Spitting with us is dangerous.
When it comes to metaphysics, don't tell me shit. I'm outside with my feds on, thoughts exist. I'm a more standing on my square firm, you bitch. Excuse my language, but I'm tired of these dirty tricks. Niggas be talking shit. It be obvious, can't take you serious. You ridiculous, still acting nigga-ish on some silly shit. Ain't never read a book, you serve the colonists. Smile in my face, but you stabbed in my back. I say I'm a more, cause I know that's a fact. Claiming you more, but you still acting black. Read a lot of books, but I know what you lack. It's just niggas can't fuck with us, it's more than us. Coming from Los Angeles, Morocco to us. If you wanna bust with us, prepare to bust. Spitting with us is dangerous.
Niggas can't fuck with us, more than us. Coming from Los Angeles, Morocco to us. If you wanna bust with us, prepare to bust. Spitting with us is dangerous.
I built with an empress, been on a mission, got plenty of game. You should've listened, no competition, you just in my way. Flow with an LRA, now you got some more knowledge today. My third eye vision, seen you from a couple miles away. I wanna take a trip, want this natural high to stay. Packing the 9 to blaze, making you fly your ways. I can't deny the weight on my shoulders, the lights away. I know that if I stay on the path, I find my way.
Niggas can't fuck with us, it's more than us. Coming from Los Angeles, Morocco to us. If you wanna bust with us, prepare to bust. Spitting with us is dangerous.
Niggas can't fuck with us, more than us. Coming from Los Angeles, Morocco to us. If you wanna bust with us, prepare to bust. Spitting with us is dangerous.
Art influencers on Instagram have a deep, dark secret about how they make money selling their art. And I want to show it to you because if you're clever...
Clever, skip that shit.
Where these niggas at anyway, man? 95s, right? But where these
But you're acting like it's something else, the begging over law, but you really need to study self. All law is all law and I don't need nothing else. Hating on the moors, but the reason is you hate yourself. Learn how to love instead of hate. Stitches get stitches, and I can smell the dirty miles away. The game is to play, not to get played. So you better play your cards right or get blazed. That's me, I'm a movie, I tell you in writing. If I tell you in the flesh, guarantee you won't like it. I'm fearless, I'm humble, but I strike like lightning. Intelligence heightened, others is frightened. In-house fighting, if that's love, I'm not liking. I know it's not. You never met a lie because your heart is not the purest spot. Love, truth, peace, freedom and justice, spread love.
That anyway, man. 95s, right? Go with it.
But you're acting like it's something else, the begging over law, but you really need to study self. All law is all law and I don't need nothing else. Hating on the moors, but the reason is you hate yourself. Learn how to love instead of hate. Stitches get stitches, and I can smell the dirty miles away. The game is to play, not to get played. So you better play your cards right or get blazed. That's me, I'm a movie, I tell you in writing. If I tell you in the flesh, guarantee you won't like it. I'm fearless, I'm humble, but I strike like lightning. Intelligence heightened, others is frightened. In-house fighting, if that's love, I'm not liking. I know it's not. You never met a lie because your heart is not the purest spot. Love, truth, peace, freedom and justice, spread love the same way I spread that mustard.
A man of peace, yet I'm ready for war. Law of nature, why be black? Melanation mean more. History, know your roots before eating the fruit. Muslim, I understand and love, be noble and true. A man of peace, yet I'm ready for war. Law of nature, why be black? Melanation mean more. History, know your roots before eating the fruit. Muslim, I understand the love, be noble and true.
Bring you out of darkness in a marvelous light like Drew Ali. I be with the nobles you see of me in Greek. I'm about to take you under the sea to see what the mer's made in waters with mermaids. Turn the page, that's a paper cut. I let them tape it up. Cause our nationality they tried to keep from us. Let the heater up, because it's wartime. I know you see the light when the more shine. Scimitar swinging at your neck. I know I've been taught to forgive, not forget. While y'all were playing checkers, we were all playing chess. It probably ain't safe even if you got a vest. So you better cook correct like a spell check. I am more, nothing less. We up next and forever, searching for Gilgamesh's treasure. Word to John Bay, you know that it's whatever.
A man of peace, yet I'm ready for war. Law of nature, why be black? Melanation mean more. History, know your roots before eating the fruit. Muslim, I understand and love, be noble and true. A man of peace, yet I'm ready for war. Law of nature, why be black? Melanation mean more. History, know your roots before eating the fruit. Muslim, I understand the love, be noble and true.
Talking Google, my utterance is horizontal strays. Argumentative tone penetrate like gamma rays. Come from a different follicle, I sprout a better brain. These dudes are stuck in analog, it's time to upgrade. The digital was pivotal when I get literal. Scratch off the cereal so I can blank out. Mr. Imperial rank is out. Looking for the opposition, call that operation, clear them out. He's en route, on star embedded in my cerebellum. At my destination where we engage is where they dwelling. To the paramedic spatula, scrape them up, flip them on the stretcher, grilled cheese and guts. That's craft single tactics, my views is galactic. But I just landed so you can grasp this. Now it's back to the space station for reflection.
You gotta do this one again. You gotta do this one again.
That anyway, man. 95s, right? Go with it.
But you're acting like it's something else, the begging over law, but you really need to study self. All law is all law and I don't need nothing else. Hating on the moors, but the reason is you hate yourself. Learn how to love instead of hate. Stitches get stitches, and I can smell the dirty miles away. The game is to play, play not to get played. So you better play your cards right or get blazed. That's me, I'm a mufti, I tell you in writing. If I tell you in the flesh, guarantee you won't like it. I'm fearless, I'm humble, but I strike like lightning. Intelligence heightened, others is frightened. In-house fighting, if that's love, I'm not liking. I know it's not. You never met a lie because your heart is not the purest spot. Love, truth, peace, freedom and justice. Spread love the same way I spread that mustard.
A man of peace, yet I'm ready for war. Law of nature, why be black? Melanation mean more. History, know your roots before eating the fruit. Muslim, understanding love, be noble and true. A man of peace, yet I'm ready for war. Law of nature, why be black? Melanation mean more. History, know your roots before eating the fruit. Muslim, understanding love, be noble and true.
Bring you out of darkness in a marvelous light like Drew Ali. I be with the nobles you see of meet and greet. I'm about to take you under the sea to see what the mer's made in waters with mermaids. Turn the page, that's a paper cut. I let them tape it up. Cause our nationality they tried to keep from us. Let the heater up, because it's wartime. I know you see the light when the more shine. Scimitar swinging at your neck. I know I've been taught to forgive, not forget. While y'all were playing checkers, we were all playing chess. It probably ain't safe, even if you got a vest. So you better cook correct like a spell check. I am more, nothing less. We up next and forever, searching for Gilgamesh's treasure. Word to John Bay, you know that it's whatever. A man of peace, yet I'm ready for war. Law of nature, why be black? Melanation mean more. History, know your roots before eating the fruit. Muslim, understanding love, be noble and true. A man of peace, yet I'm ready for war. Law of nature, why be black? Melanation mean more. History, know your roots before eating the fruit. Muslim, understanding love, be noble and true.
Talking Google, my utterance is horizontal strays. Argumentative tone penetrate like gamma rays. Come from a different follicle, I sprout a better brain. These dudes are stuck in analog, it's time to upgrade. The digital was pivotal when I get literal. Scratch off the cereal so I can blank out. Mr. Imperial rank is out. Looking for the opposition, call that operation, clear them out. He's en route, on star embedded in my cerebellum. At my destination where we engage is where they dwellin'. To the paramedic spatula, scrape them up, flip them on the stretch of grilled cheese and guts. That's crab single tactics, my views is galactic. But I just landed so you can grasp this. Now it's back to the space station for reflection. Up here, no reception, I'm the best, no exception. When I talk, change complexion. Yeah, my lines is heat, so when I speak, there might be Pyrex protection.
A man of peace, yet I'm ready for war. Law of nature, why be black? Melanation mean more. History, know your roots before eating the fruit. Muslim, understanding love, be noble and true.
Common sense was made before book sense. Canaanland Moors presents Common Sense Quick.
Legendary, bury me in the North Gate Cemetery, February the 4th days. Son of Mary, day ahead of my born day. Independence and law may civil literal lost case. With case laws, we break them down like Jericho. Keeping all my lions tamed, I'm Chris Jericho. Or keep a mask on deck, I'm Rey Mysterio. Fake pandemics announced over the radio. Annoyed with the game, the joys and the pains. I'm rock bass, mixing with rock the hard way. I was in a lost state. Prophets told me upright, brought me to a lost gate. Cooking like I'm Salt Bay, prepping like I'm Denzel. Malcolm X, deja vu, Roman J, Israel. Hand over door, I lay in plain sight. The people still can't see it, so the snakes still showing up. Stakes still high, so the race still going up. Warriors of the North Gate, we not slowing up. Born in the manger, sworn to be savior. Walk through the valley of the shadows of the death, could be slavery. Looking for light, the book of Genesis. Astro plane interests, invoke the nemesis. Abstract images of past lives kicking in. Danger, running for your life, finish him.
Morris Omar, key man or oracle. Using Trinity powers, decipher allegorical. Lost and metaphorical, holy books are metaphysic. Facts like a dirty Moore or a Drew Ali critic. Calling him Thomas or Walter and get your face caved. Or cut like a close shave. Drowned in my brainwaves, squashed by heat waves. Activating Kundalini. Abyssinia invaded by Mussolini. Selassie I in exile. Reptile in Genesis, niggas appearing real. All I see is false evidence. DA are feminists, stomped on by elephants. More like no prejudice, but want Moorish benefits. When you feel the cold magnetic resonance. Apis horns of the sacred book called Maleficent. Great cosmic mothers. silence. Return to blessedness, no pestilence. Ace all the testaments. Tap into remembrance, never to forget again. Use energy right, not put spell effects on men. Wandering the earth plane with no veil of shades. Keeps you a mental slave as the horizon fades. It's been decades since Christian crusades. Not enough rebellions, too many visual bouquets. Holding on to the fence, burning on doomsday. War ruled by Mars, it might be on a Tuesday.
Canaanland Moors presents Common Sense Quickie. What we do here is we add some common sense thinking to everyday situations or comments that may arise. Want to give it a try?
Earth! All of us would have no choice but to band together because they are the people, they are the shit that's different. So what I'm telling you is, my brothers, listen, we not the enemy, bro. We are not the enemy, and I want to keep on pushing that with you, bro.
Facts, bro. Appreciate that, man. Thanks for clearing the air, my brother. You already know.
All right, much love. Peace, bro. Much love.
All right, Luke, champ. My man, shout him back.
Stop. All right, so let's read some of this shit. Stop following people around and harassing people in the store that's fucked up. We have money. Let's I want to pin this comment, okay? I want to pin this comment. All right, listen. Somebody that's following you in the store just because of your skin complexion, right? Just because how you look, and following you around the store and treating you like a criminal is wrong. 100% wrong. You feel me? But that's not all Asian people. That's people in the stores. That's not all Asian people. You cannot, for us to judge a whole group of people off of that experience is wrong. That's just like an Asian person getting robbed by a black person. That's wrong.
Now, I want to know if it's just me. Maybe I'm tripping. Because I never once he made reference to himself a few times and his people. How come they never called themselves yellow? We want China Mac to make a video about how come people where he come from don't call themselves yellow. Make a video about that. That's what we want to know. We don't want to know about your album, and we don't want to know about your music and all that stuff. We got our own music. We don't need your music for anything. No. Good music, by the way. Right? How come they don't call themselves yellow? How come they don't call themselves yellow? Why? Why is it never an option? It's not like one time they slip and they might say it or whatever. Being yellow is never an option. Why is it never an option? How come these people never call themselves yellow people? How come? How come only these people in North America who are misclassified as black play color games? People are white, people are black, but nobody's purple, nobody's green, unless they pull up some Asar picture or something like that. Nobody's blue unless they pull up Shiva or something like that. But then, even Asar wasn't called the green guy. Nobody called him green guy. He was green. Go check the hieroglyphs. Asar was green. So if Asar is green, how come Asar is not called green guy? Green pharaoh. Oh, you still don't get. Oh, you don't get it. Still okay. All right.
Like if a black person goes up to an 80.
How come he called you black just now? How come he didn't identify you by your nationality? How come he didn't identify you by at least a landmass? He didn't even call you American. And we already know what's going on because we're Moors. We have a nationality, just like China Mac has a nationality. And nationality is the order of the day. Nationality is the order of the day. So if nationality is the order of the day, how come it's only these people in North America who are classified as black and keep classifying themselves as black to the point where other nationals of the world call them what they say that they are? That's just how it goes.
9-year-old woman punches her, grabs her pocketbook, that is wrong. That's just as wrong as the Asian person following you in the store and treating you less than human because you are a skin complexion, right? Both of that is wrong.
Okay, so you're a skin complexion, but he's not a skin complexion. He has nationality. Okay, I know you missed it because you're looking at this emotional N-word BS and not really checking out what is going on. And when Noble Drew Ali told these Moors the uniting of Asia and all that stuff, and the brothers from the East are gonna come and save you and all that stuff, and we're waiting for Jesus. Well, brothers from the East is gonna save us or whatever. All right, well, they're pleading now. The European he already put out all these movies or whatever like that, told you that you're Moors. He's done talking. He just murder you in the street. The next guy up, because this is going to be the next one that's controlling you for the next 50, 60 years or whatever. You know, New World Order and all this stuff. And you can't even use U.S notes in South American countries. They're like, don't bring that here. So everybody knows what's up. You know what I mean? Except these weirdos in North America who want to play that they're black. And then they're messing it up for everybody else to the point where they're sending their spook at the door for your community. You want to be black, and then and then they grew up in the hood and all that, and you know what I mean. But they're not niggers. They grew up in the hood and all that. They say nigger in their song and all that stuff. They call each other nigger. So how come you don't realize something's different? How come they're from the hood and all that stuff, but they got a nationality? How come they came up hip hop? Asians in America. Why wouldn't they be able to say nigger? All they did was grow up around niggers. Why would they call themselves something else? Not only that, we know that they know the connections. We know that they know. They can't tell you because they got contracts. So we're going to tell you why the yellow guy could say nigger too and call himself nigger and put out songs saying nigger and sing all the other songs that people saying nigger and say it with pride. Dark ancient figures in ancient China. In Tang Dynasty China, so go check them for that. Don't come debate Moors about whatever you're going to debate about to say we don't know what we're talking about. F you, go talk to the Chinese people. This is their records. This is not what we say. This is what they say in their culture. Right? And don't forget there's the BEY of Asia or whatever like that, and those are the Bays. Don't think Moors aren't everywhere and in every language. Infused into the mainframe of every culture is us. I don't care what they're presenting to you today. Yellow people, those are niggers. They just look yellow today. They're not yellow people. They're black guys. So they could say nigger. Talking crazy, debating some BS. some yellow guy is saying that the nigger, and then the black guy is getting mad because the yellow guy said nigger when the yellow guy and the black guy are both niggers? The hell are you talking about? In Tang Dynasty China, pottery figures of people and animals, right? So pottery figure, but that has to be something they looked at to make the pottery. You're just making a pottery of nothing. So the pottery figures of people and animals were used to furnish tombs for the deceased. The racial identity and occupation of this male tomb figurine with curly hair and dark skin has confused scholars throughout the years. Is he African or Southeast Asian? A groom or a dancer? This is what they find in China. You're talking about they can't say they're niggers? The hell out of here. You're going to say it proud and say it loud. I'm not a nigger. I got nationality. I'm pretty sure China Matt knows he's not a nigger. But he got nationality. And the only reason that they're saying nigger is on some term of endearment. Brethren. Peace, fam. Mans them. That's the only way they're looking at nigger. All the other stuff that people make up, what nigger means and all that stuff, they're not even concerned with that. The only reason they say nigger is because it's a term of endearment to them. Just only the Asians. For the blacks, it's not the same thing. Look again. No, without a doubt, that we rule the planet. Anybody you see today in a country and they don't look like you, don't think that they're not you. Because they talk about this power of melanin and all this stuff like that, but then none of these people are going to tell you that everybody came from us. Everybody on the planet came from us. So if everybody on the planet came from us, what are you talking about? Why can't they take a position and say nigger? Niggers in their DNA. The black guy is in everybody's DNA. The blackness of the universe and why you're black is in every individual on the planet. You're mad because you can't say a word. Right. In 1959, J.G. Mahler first referred to this figurine as being part of the Kunlun boys. In contemporary Chinese literature, this group were described as having woolly hair and black skin, and believed to be from the Malay Peninsula. However, this term was also used to describe enslaved Africans sold to China during the Tang Dynasty. So when you see the yellow guys go into Africa today and treat all the Africans like BS, now you know why. It's not some racist stuff. It's they were their master. The last time they engaged each other, yellow guy was African guy's master. And that's still in them right now, which is why they're doing all that madness over there right now. Because they bought into the color BS over there. Because color doesn't mean skin complexion, color means fraud. And all those 54 nations over there are fraud. Because all of them sat back and let Gaddafi get killed, who would have saved the planet. The connection is because Asia is Africa. That's one landmass. Not two continents. It's one landmass. So if it's one landmass, anybody who's on there that's not a foreigner, that's their land. And because these idiots over here sold out their tribes in order to get some BS from some modern European, and they have conferences to carve their land up and put pipelines and all that, have people dying trying to stop Shell from putting oil pipelines and all this in their country. People sold out and then took the sold out position, and then some people took the power position. Some people took the I'm going to be a serf position. Everything's already happened already. We've already been everywhere. We've already reached. If we built pyramids, you know what type of stuff we did on the planet? That's the only stuff they talk about we did. Like, do you know how nuts it is to build a pyramid? Where your mind has to be in order to build one of those, and then not just in one place, all over the planet. So Noble Drew Ali makes statements like, go back to the mindset of your foremothers and forefathers. Those are the things he's connecting us to. Not this little BS getting mad because a yellow guy says nigger. Are you mad? Can't be mad. It is difficult to say for sure if the figurine is of African or Southeast Asian descent. Why? Why is it difficult to say for sure if it's African or Southeast Asian? Because they know people are dumb and don't know that Asia is Africa. So obviously he's indigenous to there. Call him African, call him Asian, doesn't even matter. Same thing over here. Have the Indians and the blacks and trying to make it look like they're different people. And then they're falling for it. Oh yeah, you guys are the Indians and we're the black guys, and like an idiot. You know that their MO is divide and conquer. They live by divide and conquer. As soon as you call highwayman, here come highwayman. Oh, all right, take you over here, take you over there, we'll talk to you over here, take you over here, so you guys can't get your story straight. But then they can conspire after they talk to each of you and then say, okay, well this guy, well that guy over there said that. They realize that they're playing you. Mad at some Asian guy because he wants to say nigger. And you realize that they have a nationality, they don't call themselves yellow. And because they have a nationality, they have a right to call themselves nigger if they want to. Because to them it's a term of endearment, not that BS that you were taught about what nigger is. Just look it up on YouTube. They tell you. Yeah, there's words in the language that sound like nigger. But we're not saying nigger. Like, we're not saying nigger like how people look at it. We say nigger is part of the language. Like, we don't know what we're talking about. All I said was, hi, how you doing? Like, why are you mad? You're mad because I said, how you doing? Ranting, marching, and picketing that's because I said, how you do? That's all. Get out the community because you're racist. What all I did was say, good morning. And then they're confused because they don't know what's going on because like what the hell what did I do? These Negroes playing emotionalism, don't even know, have no idea in their mind that the yellow guy is their brother, cousin, first cousin, eighth cousin, or whatever is your family. It is difficult to say for sure if the figure is of African or Southeast Asian descent. However, our curators agree that his hand clenched above the shoulder suggests that he was more likely to be a drummer or a dancer at the head of a procession instead of a groom for an elephant or lion. This figure is on display in the Sir Joseph Hotong Gallery of China and South Asia.
That is wrong. That's just as wrong as the Asian person following you in the store and treating you less than human because you are a skin complexion, right? Both of that is wrong. You know what I'm saying? But both of those acts does not represent the entire group of people. Just because a black person hits an old woman and takes her purse, that does not mean all black people are going to do that, because it's not. And just because an Asian person follows you in the store and disrespects you because you're black, that doesn't mean all Asian people feel like that. So what we need to do is not look at all people just because of certain experiences you have. You feel me? It would be wrong for me to say I hate all the...
Why? Because he's coming with national standards. That there's a standard already set. This is what he's not able to relate to you really. This is what he can't relate to you really. The real deal behind all the prejudice and whatever. Because everybody else is coming in with standards off the top. One of their standards is honor their nation. No matter where they go in the world. No matter how they dress. No matter what job they got. They're going home and they're eating the noodles out the package that their grandma and great grandma used to buy. Because they're attached to culture. Black is attached to nothing, which is why there's all this confusion. Because the actual identity that the people are using who are complaining does not have any human value. So how could you expect human treatment if you're a snail and you're just slugging along and then you get stepped on? You're just a slug sucking off of dead stuff. China Mac is breaking it down to our people. They can't see it because they're deaf, dumb, and blind. How come he never called himself yellow, but he's gonna call you black? Because we're black. No, you're not. Because he would be yellow. If you're black, then he's yellow. Well, he didn't say yellow. He said Asian. All right. So what the hell's wrong with you then? So where's your transition? If he's not saying yellow, saying something else, then if you shouldn't be saying black, then what? You're just gonna keep saying black? You're just gonna keep saying I'm black just because somebody taught you to do that, so you're just doing that? That's just what it is. And then nobody else in the world, no one else in the entire world is calling themselves a color. No one. Everyone has a nationality and a flag, religion, a certain way that they dress, language, and that's who they are, no matter where they go in the world. But to know who our people are, the world is watching us on TV be niggers and be traitors and sell out politicians and be whatever else. Be all the BS. We're going to be all the BS. These people are not identifying themselves as yellow. Why not? You need to look into that. How come they're not saying they're yellow? If we're saying that we're black and we're going on the world with, black this, Black Lives Matter, black whatever and all that, and, conscious people and holistic people and whatever, we're saying that we're black people. We don't have any other identity for ourselves other than black. Or we're going to just use black as some generic, that's our identity because look at our skin color. If there's different types of human beings on earth and they have different phenotypes, different skin complexion, different hair texture, whatever, they should be called a color too. If these people over here are called black. So then we go over to where, quote unquote, Asian people, Oriental people, and they don't call themselves yellow at all. Never, ever, ever, ever do they mess up and say they're yellow people. And then 1900s, a prophet presents the perspective that, you're not Negro, black, colored, you have a nationality too. Not just all these other people in the world. You're not a slave. So why would you have a slave name? You have a nationality. You're not Negro, black, or colored. I don't know what you were taught, but you're not Negro, black, colored. You have a nationality. And then many of us embrace that nationality. Did amazing things with the nationality. People came after Noble Drew Ali, took that nationality, did amazing things with it. Their problem is that they just weren't telling you that they were dealing with it as nationality. They made up their own thing and said that's what it is. No, the order of the day is nationality because we're not Negro, black, or colored. So if we canceled that hex in the 1900s and then went against what we're supposed to be for, doesn't that mean you're going to get negative on you? And then you keep doing that thing for generations? To here we are at the place where we climbed through the shit and we got to the part of out the shit and now we're washed off and all that stuff, you know what I mean? Freshen up. And we're telling you people, you're in the shit with this black stuff. Nah, everything's cool. You know what I mean? We alright. Alright. If you're really looking at the people outside of the shit pool and thinking that everything's good, If you're on the plantation picking the cotton, right? And then a brother rides by on a horse, you should want to know how come that guy's riding a horse. Like, why am I picking cotton and this guy's just riding by on a horse? Right? You've been picking cotton. And here come the guys on the horses. And it's for you to realize what's going on. Because we're letting you know. China Mac knows. That's why we want him to make a video about how come Chinese people, Asian people, Oriental people don't call themselves yellow. So that the black people could know that when Moors say you're not a color, that's not some particular thing that the Moors are trying to get our people to convert to be Moors or whatever. That you're tripping. Ask China Mac. Right? Why is not yellow Mac? How come he's not yellow Mac? Now if he could ask him that, hey, how come your name's not Yellow Mac? Go ask him that. Matter of fact, do a video, China Mac. How about do a video about why you're not Yellow Mac? Let's hear that story. The story when you said, what am I going to call myself? And how come you never said Yellow Mac? We want to know. Inquiring minds want to know. That's what we want to know. We don't care about whatever else. And again, going back to African and South East Asian textile traditions, the tradition of making batik is well known in various Southeast Asian countries. This art form is applying a wax resist prior to dyeing fabric is also very popular in West Africa, where it has influenced a variety of cultures and inspired new motifs. This cotton sarong stitched into a tube is decorated on the Japanese batik technique. Produced on the north coast of Java, it draws on patterns and symbols from a variety of sources including Java, India, Europe, and China. There is a similar cloth in the museum collection of African textiles, which has design motifs inspired by these Javanese batiks of African markets. If you compare the two cloths, you can see many similarities in the design. Interestingly, the African textiles were made in Bevan, Manchester-based textile company Blakely and Bevan Company. However, it was likely sold back to African markets, where it was subsequently found in West Africa. The Charles Bevan collection forms one of the most important collections of 19th and 20th century African textiles in the British Museum. So if China Mac really goes back to descendants of Africans who were in Asia, how come he doesn't call himself black either? How come he's not China black? He's part of the black Chinese and all that stuff. He grew up in the hood and all that. How come he's not a black guy? How come he's wearing the baseball hats and the Tims and the jeans and the hoodies and well, he's not a black guy. You're not asking the right questions. That's why you're not getting the right answers.
I was sitting here in the passenger side, and let's pretend this is my black friend driving the car. It's like a skinny, tall guy. So this song came on the radio, right? And I started rapping along. I'm like, oh man, NWA, this is awesome. Yeah, turn it up, bro. Yeah, Fuck the police coming straight from the underground. A young Nick. Shit. Hey, look, Latrell. Is it cool for me to say the N-word if it's just in a song, man? And he said, what the hell you think? Is it cool for me to call you a chang chong rice eating motherfucker? And I'm like, yeah, we can find that in a song.
What's up, my nigga? What did you just say? What's up, my nigga?
Hey guys, this is Jerry. So, a lot of you who have been around Chinese people or who have hung around Chinese people have probably heard them go, nigga, 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 nigga. It sounds like they're cursing out black people. It sounds like they're saying the N-word over and over again. And I wanted to address this today because what most people don't realize is nigga in the Chinese language in Mandarin means that. So for example, if you say that cup or that person or that chair, you would say nigga and then that. So for example, that chair, nigga yizi, right? That person, nigga zhen. So
did words tell me that black is it or whatever? Black is not. Okay, all right. Keep playing.
So not only is nigga the word used often in the Chinese language, it's also a filler word, kind of like we say like or or whatever. So a lot of Chinese people, when they're thinking, the more extroverted ones will go, nigga, 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 nigga. And so, for anyone who doesn't speak Chinese, especially if they're black, they're gonna hear it, they'll be like, what?
How come he said Chinese, not yellow?
I remember when I was in high school, I was talking to my friend, and I needed a second to think, so I said, nigga. And then this black person was walking in front of us, and he actually turned around and looked at me. And I didn't know why. And then my friend later on was like, Jerry, you know you just said the N-word in front of me. And I was like, really? And he's like, yeah, you almost got us beat up. And I thought that was kind of funny. That was my first time in high school when I was aware that one of the key words in the Chinese language could have been interpreted incorrectly by black Americans, or just Americans in general.
Oh, hold on a second. Black Americans Oh, no, that's Americans in general. He's not talking about Europeans. If he's talking about the word nigger and somebody being offended because the Chinese guy said nigger, and then he said that the person who is going to be offended is going to be the black guy, and then corrected himself and said the American, then to him, American doesn't mean Europeans, does it? American means the nigger. Well, you don't want to hear what Moors are saying. All you people do is debate Moors. And the facts are right in your face.
Black Americans, or just Americans in general. So, it's not just the Chinese language, believe it or not. In Korean, they have two words that sound like the N-word in English. Niga means you are. So that's a very, very commonly used word. You are. You're great. You are this. You are that. And then nega, so nigas, you are negas. I am. Nega, that's used a lot.
No, and that's for all the people. Nega means king, so we're the negas. No, you're not. You're just saying... You're not even that. You're not even that.
Hear it a lot in Korean songs. I mean, I don't speak to many Koreans in Korean. I mean, I don't speak Korean, but like I listen to some Korean music, and you hear the word nigga all the time, and it sounds like, to the uninitiated, to the people who don't know how to speak Korean, it sounds like they're saying the N-word. So I'm telling you, this is kind of funny that commonly used words in Korean and Chinese sound like the N-word in English, but it's just also funny. It's funny that through cultural interaction that things like this could happen. So next time you hear an Asian person saying the N-word, maybe he's not. Maybe he's just talking his own language. He could be racist, and we're all a little bit racist, but chances are he's not saying the N-word in front of you, especially if you're black. He's not going to say it on purpose. So that's all I have to say. Yeah, so if you go to China, or you go to Korea, don't be surprised if you hear the N-word a lot.
Don't be surprised if you hear them call you nigger. Yeah, he said uninitiated. What's the problem if you're a nigger? Why are you mad? Somebody said nigger. You're mad. So, you should have learned something today. If you didn't, sorry. Didn't mean to. We'll just... Let's close out. Islam to all the Moors worldwide. Let's close out with some more of this. Peace to all the Moors. Honors to the Prophet, Noble Drew Ali.
Hey, what's up? I see you working on your beats. So look, I know
I'm
sometimes you
working on
might
no
get
beats.
beat
Shut the
blocked. I
hell
know
up.
sometimes it's hard to make beats, finish them, or you...
Yeah. Grand Rising. I looked inside of my temple, became enlightened. I bring the fury, no Tyson. It's Ali Khan Bey. I'm focused on my duty. I'm here to master the day, so make way for Prince Ali. I channel my chi. We part in the sea. And just like my mother's brother, I came from a thunder. I came from straight out the gutter. I bring down lightning and thunder like Thor's hammer. But I'm low-key when I strike. I'm piercing through the toughest armor of a night. I'm rolling up that Mafia Lee. Give me the light, no Sean Paul. If the body is the temple, I'm a Taj Mahal, never fall. We the rock of Gibraltar. Why the hell would we falter? We not under oath. Oh, he the GOAT. Well, I'm coming for the throat. He out of line. Death to the dark priest. Sincerely the kind of cons.
Three trimesters of greatness pop.